Hello everyone! We have arrived in Florence, the birthplace of the Renaissance. And we got here in the evening yesterday and we strolled around, ate some dinner, which we did an amazing job choosing our dinner last night. We tried a chicken liver dish that was weird and that
I liked it.
it was a...
He almost threw up.
I almost threw up in one bite. It was a pate of chicken livers. I was open to it and I wish I liked it, but I didn't. Not for me. And then this morning we got up and we're using Rick Steves' guided audio tours of Italy. And we did the Renaissance walk. So he took us from the Duomo through the main part of town. Super cool to just walk the streets and imagine that this was the birthplace of the Renaissance, and it still looks so Renaissance-y. It was a bit chaotic though because it was freezing cold. The temperature fluctuations on this trip have just been crazy. Like, we have no idea how to dress, and we're trying to bring enough layers to be warm, but then there's this really glorious hot part of the day where we don't want to have like mountains of clothes with us. So if you come to Italy in April, that's probably going to be a challenge that you face as well. We tried to get our sandwiches today at what is probably the most legendary and popular sandwich shop in the world. I can't think of what it's called right now. What do you remember?
Antica.
Antica. The line looked like it was about 2 hours long, so we're gonna try to get there. We're gonna try that again tomorrow before the line gets super long. But we just went to this random panini shop, and it's freaking delicious. So I don't really know how they could, how that other shop could really do that much better than this. We are not gonna go into Uffizi. As crazy as that sounds, we're just not. We're mostly inspired by the really ancient stuff, and we like being outside. So that's where we're gonna save a little bit of money.
We're gonna see the David.
We are definitely going to see
sure.
the David. Obviously, we would be interested in that. And we are gonna not go inside the Duomo because we've heard that it's not really actually that interesting on the inside. Like, the interesting part is on the outside. So we're gonna marvel at that from the outside every day that we're here. And we're gonna go see it from a rooftop bar tonight at sunset. So that should be super cool if we don't freeze to death. And tomorrow we're gonna rent bikes. So we're planning to have a really amazing time in Florence without spending all of our money. That's the intention.
We made a rule to not even check our credit card bill until we get home. So we have no idea how we're doing, but
Everything will be fine.
These jiggly bushes.
Well, y'all, we made some great decisions today. We had a super fun time just biking around Florence. That is something that I really miss, we really miss from living in a city. Not that we've ever lived in a city as epic as this, but just being able to bike around together is really fun. It's my favorite way to explore a new place. So that was a success.
We used to do that in the city that we met in, so
Yes.
It was a blast from the past. And it all started today with that amazing sandwich shop, Aliantica. The sandwich was so huge that we're still full. I don't know that we're gonna even be able to eat dinner, but
I never got hungry.
Yeah, we packed a little like snack picnic and a couple beers to check out the sunset over the entire city. Apparently you can see the whole city light up after the sun goes down.
Yeah, so this is actually a way better spot than the rooftop bar, and instead of 18 euro Campari Spritz, we got 1 euro Heinekens, and also cookies and also chips for like a fifth of the cost of the 2 drinks that we drank last night. So
never gonna stop talking about that.
And yeah, we also learned some interesting things about the sandwich shop Aliantica. Apparently it's like a bigger thing than
dynasty.
We even thought. It's like the up and coming Burger King or Quiznos probably franchise.
Not only that, I think we have footage of it that we'll include in the Rome episode. The dude is filthy rich. Yeah, he has restaurants in LA now,
New York,
probably Tokyo soon.
So Aliantica's is not only 2 locations in Florence and
all over
around Italy. It's becoming a big thing. So you may get to eat there without even coming to Italy soon.
Yep. The owner drives a Lamborghini, and we saw the Lamborghini in Rome.
The most flashy, unique, and
It's
beautiful
crazy.
paint job ever. It looks like the shiny part of a CD. So if you want to see that, check out the Rome episode. But anyway, we're gonna see the sunset here in this amazing spot, and hopefully also see the city lights come on as it gets dark. That's something we read about that sounds like a magical thing that we would be into. And we had an amazing day.
Cheers.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It is our 3rd day in Florence, our last full day here, and we just saw the David. And
World's hottest statue.
Absolutely, hands down. And what an experience. Like, as with everything we've seen here, it was bigger and more epic and more interesting than I ever would have imagined. I just did not realize that it would be so hyped. Like, people flocking from around the world every day, standing in line for hours to go in there and see this statue, and I now totally understand why.
It's like a humongous, it's huge, and it's like the ideal human male form, and like without a single flaw on it. It's really, really cool.
We loved it so much that we've decided that we're going to buy the biggest replica of it that we can possibly fit into our suitcase and take home with us.
So it's like
You're right.
big.
Because our suitcases were pretty full for this 3-week adventure.
But we want it front and center of somewhere in our house. We don't know exactly where yet, but
we'll find a
we
place.
have some ideas, yeah.
Also, it was like this huge collection of just like incredibly interesting Catholic art from like the 1300s to the 1800s.
The largest collection of obese Nordic Aryan Jesus interpretations, baby Jesus interpretations I've ever seen. There were cankles everywhere. We were trying to be respectful, but we were definitely the most irreverent ones in the museum.
But we mostly kept it together. We had a
Yeah.
few outbursts of laughter, but that always happens if you're with me in an art museum.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah. But it's really interesting to see how humans from the like 1400s to 1600s and on interpret the Middle Eastern baby Jesus. Yeah, definitely wasn't. I wouldn't think would be so chubby and white and blonde. So we took quite a lot of footage of all these different representations because they were just too good to pass up.
But the art was definitely really interesting, and then
Very
we found
colorful.
very colorful.
Very
And
colorful.
It's interesting to read about how they've restored these paintings and just contemplate like how that's even possible without taking the actual paint off. But they've done a great job. They really are beautiful and so colorful. Pepe and I have been walking around looking at all the really cute babies in all these cities and thinking about kidnapping one. What do y'all think about that?
Almost ready to be dads.
Let us know in the comments if you think that we would be good daddies, because we're gonna start working on that at some point. But for our last day, we're definitely gonna go back up to a similar vantage point from last night and see the sunset over this amazing city one more time. And tomorrow we head to Bologna. So we still have 3 major highlights ahead of us. Eating some of the best food in all of Italy in Bologna and seeing a friend there. And then a famous gondola ride in Venice. And then all of this leads up to the grand finale of seeing Avril Lavigne in Milan. I am so stoked. Can't believe that's actually gonna happen, but I'm so excited that it is. I'm trying to take a little Avril Lavigne fast for the next week because we only have like 1 week left. And then we're gonna see her in concert. So yeah, that's what we have ahead, and we will take you along with us. We hope you've enjoyed following this trip. By the way, we've been staying in Airbnbs everywhere, and it has served us really well. If you're traveling on a budget like us, it's way cheaper, and every Airbnb in every city we've stayed in so far has been really super nice. So shout out to all of our Airbnb hosts. Thank you. All right, y'all. We'll see you later.
Peace out.
Everything is fine.